everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Fractures of Reality. In the last episode, people beat up some skeleton horses. You know, those poor little horses.
They were trying to trample us.
And you killed them! How cruel.
They were already undead.
They were asking for it.
In this episode...
You're just saying that because one of them kicked you in the chest.
Yes, I am.
So,
Okay.
you all travel your way from the ruins back to the town of Appalachia.
Wait, as we go, I'm sort of like checking out I'm checking out the Frostbane sword a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
You said it was a short, right?
I was going to say it's a short sword, yeah.
So Talos, not Talos, Korax is like sort of examining it, like sort of test swinging it. Jezebel, Ryu, either of you want this? It's a bit short for my tastes.
Sorry, still waking up. What was that?
I'm asking if either of you want the magic sword we found.
Do you have permission to use that art, by the way? Or did you just borrow it from Google?
I found it on Google a very long time ago. I have never been able to find the actual source from it.
Okay. Continue, Jezebel.
I apologize. I need my cook. Sure, I'll take it, she says with a shrug and holds out her hand.
All yours. Yeah. So for context, I've kind of I really like the sword, the design of the sword that Korax started with. So I'm probably just going to get that enchanted when I have enough money.
So, is there anything else anyone does while you're trekking on the paths towards Appalachia?
I want to test the sword.
Alright. Let's see. You see a innocent-looking rabbit in a field. You will have to roll survival to try and capture it or try and sneak up on it with a stealth if you want to test the sword.
On a rabbit? I mean, rabbit's good eating. So.
Alright, roll your attack. You have advantage.
I don't have the sword on. I just do a regular...
Just do a regular attack and, I'll add the sword to your sheet for you, but for now just do a regular attack.
It's like a short sword?
Yes.
Yes.
For now just do a regular attack with your rapier.
Okay.
20.
You freeze that rabbit to its core.
Oh, Jezebel looks very surprised and then looks to the sword with interest. She goes, "This gives me some ideas."
Oh no.
I would gladly take this weapon. Thank you very much, Korax.
And you have fun with it. It's well, not bound. Like he just like hefts the sword. F's his just like his regular sword. It's not, that one's not really balanced the way I like.
She looks curious, just kind of smiling towards us. She goes, "I might see what else I can probably get, but this will be a nice little addition. Besides, I'm not really one to kill right away. This will still give me some great ideas."
So you're a sadist too. I can add that to the list.
No. I don't like to have people suffer unless they need to suffer. This can be used in multiple ways besides making something frozen. You gotta think outside the box, my dear fox.
Could have at least waited to. It could have at least tested. Estimated it on. It could have at least tested it on a nearby bandit or something. And like, Korax is just like gathering up the frozen rabbit. Like, if it's thawed out, does it look like it'd be edible?
Oh yeah, it'll be edible. It's just frozen.
Okay,
Like,
he just tosses.
In fact,
bags
it'll
in
last a
waste
few
pot.
days
What?
It'll last a few days.
because it's frozen.
Mm.
You know, at
Yeah,
least
but we
it-
can't eat. You can't eat bandits. This we can eat. You're welcome.
So I
You
need
just
you.
caught us extra rations.
So I
Well,
need.
just
So I'm gonna need you all to subtract 4 rations. Everyone except Jezebel, because you have a master chef cooking for you, and you all make it to Appalachia. The town, you notice, is looking much chipper, and a lot of the barricades have actually been removed. You've noticed that they've actually got a bonfire burning in the center of the courtyard that has a few that just seems to be filled with bones and wood. Like they're trying to burn away the remains.
Oi, excuse me. That was loud. Sorry.
Could you remove the name tags? They're kind of getting in the way again.
Yep, sorry.
So Chlora's like, astronaut.
All right, so
Let's see.
uh,
Food! Actual food!
you, well, you have fun with that. I'm going to go report in that we did our job. Actually, wait, no, that's Ryu's job.
yes, it is. Though there is still the offer of 1 gold per gem found in there.
Well, we did find a lot of gems.
So
Indeed. And though I would love to go in there and get my reward, I'm afraid I'm not allowed in there for some reason. I wonder why.
So
Schedule luck
I'll-
to Ryu.
I'll tell them to let. All right, I'll tell them to let you in.
Thank you.
It's not like you're chasing me all across Norham anymore.
We aim to place.
Yep. Give her 10 minutes.
So, I do have to ask this: do you guys group all your crystals together, or do you just keep what you found and not share it?
I don't think we sorted them out. I mean, I don't think we've all sorted them all out yet. But I assume the general agreement was that we would split split the reward evenly.
I don't remember that.
I said I assume the general. I said I assume the general agreement was that we would split the reward evenly.
Alright. Well, regardless, Ryu, as you enter, you meet up with Alion again, and he gives you a wave and greeting as you enter, and he says, "Ah, good, you're back. What good news? The undead stopped appearing around 4 days ago."
Sounds like us destroying that teleportation circle in the mines worked.
Ah, so there was the source there. That's good.
We didn't find anyone who could have casted it though. It really was just undead in there, and a couple crocodiles somehow.
Well, we've been questioning these two, and from what we can tell, they're not inherently evil, and they're not the cause of this. They're just mean, as they knew about this and didn't tell anyone.
The crocodiles?
The tieflings.
Okay. Okay. By the way, these here's a list in chat of all the crystals I've got in my bag.
Gotcha. Yeah, if you guys could do that as well, you should probably do that.
Speaking of tieflings, I should ask you to start letting Jezebel in. We're cool now. For now.
Alright, no problems there. But as it stands, congratulations and thank you for doing the job. And I believe the payment was... I think he said... Did he actually give... No, he didn't, did he? He didn't ask you... Yeah. So, we've got it rough. We've got 5 gold for each of you for completing the task, and you're free to keep whatever you found in there. Now, if you did find any of the crystals that I mentioned, you want to take them to the alchemist to get them appraised, and yeah. Any other questions?
Knock knock. Can I come in now?
You may.
That's all the question I had. Jezebel just says grinning, and then she overheard what happened, and she'll just walk right back out to the alchemist.
Cicada kind of sheepishly decides to enter the temple.
Excellent. I was meaning to drop by the alchemist anyway.
Anything else you want, Ryu?
Nothing I can think of off the top of my head. I suppose there's no further need for me at the moment.
Nope. Thank you for your assistance, but the town is now... We've got the town under control now that the undead aren't constantly appearing.
Cicada waves. From behind the corner.
Just doing my part for the clergy. Now I'm going to go to the alchemist to make sure those two stay out of trouble.
Alright. So, is there any... Before I go to the alchemist stuff, what are you doing, Clara?
Eating not crackers.
Alright. So you would have gotten there about midday. So let's see, that would be under handouts, buildings. So you'd be getting lunch. So for lunch you can have like a leg of mutton, some yogurt, chickpeas, blueberries, they've even got an apple pie. And it'll cost 4 silver pieces each.
Okay, I guess I have to stay the night there before they start doing the this.
Yeah, you haven't actually started playing yet. You've like they do recognize you, but
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll pay 4 silver pieces for a pie, and then I'll start singing after it.
Yeah, and they would bring you over supper for free with no issue.
Okay.
Regardless, the rest of you, I'm assuming, go to the alchemist.
Well, I'm currently in the temple trying to get Elion Pan's attention. Good morning.
Good morning there. Can I help you?
This is about the undead we were dealing with at the mines. And she shows him the copy of the summoning circle that she saw there.
He takes the piece of paper that you've scrawled the carvings onto, and he traces a finger over them as he frowns, and he says, and then he rolls it up and he says, I see. We will cross-reference this with the information and books we've got in the temple. If you check back tomorrow, we can tell you if we find anything on it, but thank you very much. This will be of great help for our
Okay.
investigation.
Okay, you're welcome. And then she leaves.
He bows
That's
his head,
about it.
and he goes off to do the exact thing he said.
Okay.
So, you all enter what appears to be a very neat and orderly shop. There's like shelves upon shelves of tinctures in various regions, and the shop has a very acidic scent to it. In fact, it wrinkles your nose hairs a little bit because it smells like a hospital, basically.
Yeah, Cicada's feathers are ruffled.
Behind the desk, you see no one at first, but as the door closes behind you and the bell rings for a second time, a tall figure slowly steps out from a room in the back. It is a female elf with blue eyes and black hair. Their mouth sort of grimaces briefly at your appearance before breaking out into a forced smile as she says, "Welcome, welcome. I'm Artis. I'm the alchemist of this town. How can I help you?"
Yes, hello. We've been by we've been by the old Black Rock mine lately. Picked up quite a few crystals there. I'm given to understand that you're the person we're to come see about that.
Oh, the rock mines have replenished their supplies? That's good, that's good.
Did I think they might need a bit more time to do so again now?
Oh, well, if they've replenished, that means we can start digging into the walls and seeing what's down below. If they've got surface crystals growing, that means there's likely quite a few buried just beneath the surface.
Well, that's wonderful. In any case, Korax places the large bag of them and the egg of the ones that he found on the table.
Alright, Jezebel, do you do the same?
I'm kind of grinning at the owner for a second, just like eyeballing her down, and then I put the stones down.
Alright, let me just quickly add up all these numbers really quick.
Oh my gosh, so many numbers.
So, the woman slowly goes through them, and a few of the smaller crystals she actually takes and puts off to the side as she says, "These are too small, they'll need some more time, but I mean, got some tinctures that can probably be used, but they'll probably go for about half a gold, so then we gotta carry the one for the bigger crystals, cause you got a few larger crystals here that would, I'd say I'm not sure what you're referring to, Corax, but she'd look at the 36 crystals you've got and then say, alright, since you are delivering them here and that will factor into the cost, I would say I could maybe do it for 40 gold.
Actually, hold on. Hold on, 18, 21, 27.
I rolled to count them up. There's 36.
No, but I think you missed a couple.
No?
You You missed.
Like, there's an 8 in there as well.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So like 7, 6, 5, 3, 6, 8.
7 plus
4, 2,
6 plus 5
Yeah.
plus 3
5, 3, 8,
plus
4, 2, 6.
6 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 6. 47.
Yeah.
So she'll do it for 50. I'm sorry, I did miss a couple.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So. Yeah. So.
Factoring in delivery, I would say about 50 gold.
Very well. I think. I think we'll all agree that's more than acceptable.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I
Now.
think you're a pretty cool sword, anyway.
Yeah. So Cora. Yeah. So. Yeah. So. Korax. So Korax accepts the payment and takes his share, and then hands it over to Ryu to pass the rest out to everyone.
So,
He likes Jezebel, and he doesn't recognize what you're all about.
So, after carefully taking the money out of a safe and placing it down for you all, the woman takes the crystals and, using a tray, brings them into the back room and then returns and gives another forced smile. Thank you for your patronage. Is there anything else you require?
As a matter of fact, yes. And I dig the poison mushrooms and poison bear and all the poison berries is out of my bag. I also came across these on the journey, and well, I was wondering if you could refine them into something a little bit more potent.
Leave it with me for a day and say, 3 gold, and I will see what I can do.
And that sounds more than reasonable. I hand her the 3 gold. I give her the 3 gold. I'll flash her a quick grin and like sort of give a short bow before stepping out the door.
All right. She takes the mushrooms and then looks to everyone else and sees if you want anything.
I forget how much is a potion of restoration.
Restoration, you mean healing?
Yeah, healing. Potion of healing.
Basic healing potion will heal 2d4 plus 2, and it is 50 gold.
Yeah, I don't have enough. So, nothing right now, thank you.
She nods. Anything else?
Isabel just grins her and she goes, "How about a date?"
That'll cost you a gold.
Oh, she's actually pleasantly surprised she didn't say no. She looks tempted for a second. And then she goes, "I'll hold you to that." And then she gives a kissy face and then walks out.
Thank you. Please don't come again.
It's Kaya follows Jezebel outside.
Once you are all outside, if you glance in the window, you actually do see she's starting to analyze the mushrooms, and, you know, she even has a brief taste of one to... Yeah. She's an alchemist that knows what she's doing, basically.
Yeah. I also left those 30 poison berries with her, by the way.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I could just feed them to someone and it might poison them a bit, but I want to see what a skilled person can turn those into.
So what do you guys do now?
She's a workaholic. We would have had such a dull time, she says with a sigh. But everybody gotta love their passion.
Yeah, Korax has another stop to make, but we can get to that whenever.
I'm heading back to the tavern for a drink.
Me too.
Jezebel grins to Cicada and holds out an arm like a gentleman. She goes, "Shall I escort you to the tavern, Miss Cicada?"
Yes.
So we'll get to you in a bit, but you guys should decide what sort of drink you want, because there's a wide selection.
I
Well,
know.
she's having water, so
Okay.
But
So-
real quick before we go, I'm going to look back at Ryu and offer my other arm towards him and say, "Shall I escort you as well, Ryu?"
I'm sorry, what? Out of character?
She's offering to escort him like a gentleman to the tavern for a drink.
Fine, anything better than you chasing me all over the place.
Oh, don't worry. I'll probably find a reason to do that later. She just grins at him.
Don't you dare.
So as you all head to the inn, Korax, meanwhile, heads towards the jewelers.
Yeah, so Korax knocks first, as is polite.
As you knock, you hear the sounds of someone going, "Hey, just a moment," and you hear the sounds of 2 feet quietly striding towards the door, and with a big slam, it opens, and you look down to see a female halfling with a bright smile and little freckles on her cheek. She's got this mess of curly hair that is, strangely enough, blue. Welcome to Fiona's Pleasure House. It's a work in progress, the name. Welcome, I'm the jeweler. How can I help you? Welcome, come inside. I've got a few widowwares. I even got a diamond. So that's something. Yeah.
Yes, hello. I've actually got a bit of a custom job for you. And Korax pulls out that emerald he fought at the shadows for.
Oh wow, this is a pretty nice emerald. I'd say it's worth about I think it was 2 GP. I said.
Oh no, I'm not gonna. I almost died trying to get this thing. I'm not gonna do anything as base as sell it.
No, that was out of character. I was just.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember how much you said it was worth.
Well, that honestly doesn't matter because I'm not gonna sell it. I was wondering what a skilled professional like you might be able to do with it.
Well, I could turn it into a spell focus for sure. And I do believe that crushed emerald is used for certain spell components. I could also transform it into a wonderful little necklace or perhaps a wristband.
A necklace, I think.
And I do think that with enough time, and someone a little more skilled than I am, you could probably even turn it into like a spell storage. Though with it only being worth a couple of gold, it would probably only be able to store maybe 1 low-level spell, but it's something.
Yeah. Just turn it into a necklace, I think.
Alright, I will say,
Yeah,
2 gold,
like-
and, 2 gold for the silver chain, and 5 gold for the gold chain. And it will take me about a day.
Silver looks better with it as an emerald, I think. And I pass her 2 gold.
She takes the gold and she takes the emerald and then gives a warm smile and motions wide. Then I shall see you tomorrow.
Indeed.
Have a
It-
wonderful
yeah.
day, and remember, I'm here. The piano, pleasant. The piano, pleasant. It's a work in progress.
So, I'm gonna roll insight because as the way she's talking about her shop makes it kind of sound like she's trying to hide something.
She's just very bad at coming up with a good name for her shop.
Okay,
Bad names.
it was a brothel hidden under the shop or something.
She's trying to not make it sound like that, but at the same time, she's really bad at this.
Yes. If I may I recommend a name that actually has to do with your profession?
Yes, but there's not much that rhymes with P. I don't even know of a gem that rhymes with P, like Pemerald.
Pyrite?
You're not there.
I know.
I mean, if I may, start with Fiona as jewelry and go from there.
I guess you're right.
No.
You don't. It's like I give her sort of like a nice little pat on the shoulder. You don't always need to reinvent the wheel for everything.
I'm a gnome. That's our specialty. Wait, I'm a halfling. Sorry.
Halfling.
Yeah, I was confused. Like what? Yeah.
I'm a halfling. That's our specialty. We are literally half of a wheel. You know. She just quietly ushers you out of the store and closes it.
Korax just gestures around at like the sort of the wares she has on display. Keep up the good work you have now, and no one will care if the name is a little bit unoriginal.
No, I suppose. She ushers you out of the store and then closes the door, and then you see the sign slowly turn and be changed to closed.
You just ruined someone's day. Good job.
So, yeah. So, as I said, I'm not going to sell that emerald. I almost died trying to get that emerald. Selling it now would just be crass.
You still ruined someone's day.
So, I'm assuming you head to the inn?
Yes.
Alright. You will head to the inn, and now, I'll get the names, give me a second. Now it's time to ask, what are you drinking tonight?
My question is, did I pass my con save?
One moment while I pull the menu back up. I completely forgot that I would need it too.
So I imagine it's in the evening now, so...
I am getting my usual pepper pots I got last time.
Hey, just some flatbread and water.
Alright. Anyone else getting any drinks?
I guess Clara will probably get a second one, because the first one did seem kind of lackluster.
For the pepper box. You didn't tell me. I
no.
wasn't I was doing other stuff I was doing other stuff. That's why I'm asking now what drinks you're getting.
She got a silver ale. I whispered that to you.
Yes, I see it now.
And I think I might have passed the first one, so I took another one.
Let me see. So you got a Silver's Ale, Jezebel got a pepper box, and what are you getting, Korax?
Tempted to go for the hop, skip, and go naked again, but Korax doesn't really want to develop a reputation in this town for that, so I'll try the pepper box.
Alright. So, Clara, you got the silvers. Okay.
And currently, Cicada is trying to count all the gold that she acquired from that one puzzle. Well, 2 puzzles that I've completely forgotten about. I am sorry. I should have written them down in the treasure dock. Ugh.
Do you need me to go and tell you how much it was again?
Yeah, there were like 2 puzzles. One that
Alright,
involved vases and another that was dart traps.
give me a second. So, the pot one was 20 GP.
Okay.
The spiders
Eh.
had 100 silver pieces.
100 silver.
Um,
Yeah, I got the 100 silver, so I can
The-
split that.
The treasure pile that was south of, that was in the locked room, that was 500 silver pieces.
Okay.
Oh, the vase puzzle was 10 GP.
Okay.
And I believe that was it. Because you guys didn't
Alright.
touch the gold and you left the cobalt to be a statue forever.
Yeah, we we weren't entirely sure how to solve that one.
Alright. So, with that done, on to the drinks. Clara,
Mhm.
as you try the drink, you realize that you are drinking basically poison. If you hadn't have succeeded the con save, you would have taken poison damage.
Eh.
So, as you drop a bit of the leftover drink into on the table, you notice that it starts to eat through the wood, and there's like a small droplet hole that has hit the tiles and is actually starting to eat through them too, before it eventually runs out of energy and just sort of dissipates.
She's like, okay, I guess I won't have any more of that.
Still, you could always use it as an improvised weapon. Now, the pepper box. As you drink it, you once more feel the warmth and the fuzziness and the warm feeling. If you had a cold, you no longer have it now. Same with the flu. And, yeah. You have advantage on your next saving throw against cold environmental effects. And it's 1
wait, you
gold
said-
per bottle, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just saying that that's what the pepper box does. It helps you with cold environmental effects.
And it's a good way to take on a spicy challenge.
Yeah. And if Ryu's here, I'll buy him a hop, skip, and go naked, without telling him what it is, of course.
Mm.
All right. Well, you'll have to convince him to drink it yourself.
Well, where's Ryu right? Where's Ryu right now?
He's in the room. He's in the dining room eating dinner.
And so and so I'm gonna go up to pitch. Well, it's as well. Ryu's got his back turned. Okay, here's the deal. I need you to I say in a very low. I whisper so Ryu can't hear. Okay, so pitch. Here's the deal. I need you to spin us up a hop, skip, and go naked. But I need you to to disguise it as a more innocuous drink.
Don't know how to disguise a green drink. But I'll do my best. I ain't helping you with your whatever you're trying to do here, but I'll make the drink. And he adds like a little bit of like chocolate and some milk to turn the drink white.
And right. And then okay, next okay, next I'm gonna like while I'm waiting for that, I cast minor illusion to sort of, and basically I use that. I cast minor illusion to illusion a whisper in, like just whisper in Jezebel's ear, and since it's an illusion, it's only like just a whisper in Jezebel's ear. Distract Ryu. Get him away from his food.
Jezebel blinks for a second, and then a big old mischievous grin gets on her face as she grabs the bottle, stands up, and starts to topple over to Ryu, acting dramatic. She goes, "Hello, dear Foxy!"
Yeah.
So, I need both of you to make, let's say, I need Jezebel to make a performance check, and I need Korax to make a stealth check with advantage.
That is literally one of the strongest checks he is capable of making.
Hey.
17.
Alright. Now, okay.
Basically, I go over to Ryu and I lean on his back with my shoulder, taking a sip of my drink, and I grin at him and he goes, "I still haven't answered all my questions, you know. I still have so much to ask."
Okay. So, Ryu, you were very distracted by Jezebel, and you saw Korax do something with the barkeep, but you didn't exactly see what. You know that he did something, but you're not sure what it was, so to speak, and you don't know if it was directed at you. Because you met his stealth check, you know they were doing something, but you didn't have it high enough to know what they were doing and that it was in relation to you, if that makes sense. Before you replied though, Cicada. No, Clara, you're going for the hop, skip, and go naked as well?
She's like, this drink was offensive.
Yeah.
I wonder what this was like.
Alright. Well, roll me 1d100.
Oh my god.
And while you're doing that, Ryu, you may now reply.
If you still have questions, can't you save them for until you sober up? That way you'll actually remember what I say.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not even drunk. I'm just a little tipsy. She leans in close to him with a big old grin.
That's the same thing.
Okay, so Ryu is looking away from his food at this point, yes?
Yes, and he is distracted, so you will still have advantage. But his
Okay, cool. Cool. I want to spike whatever he's. I want to spike his food and his drink.
Okay.
Oh no. Why?
Roll stealth.
Okay, roll stealth.
And Ryu, roll perception. With disadvantage.
And advantage for me, yes?
Yes.
Come on. 21.
Oh.
Oh, that hurts. The crit hurts.
Before we go any further, Ryu, are you out of character? You're okay with this?
I don't even know what's going on. I spaced out.
They're trying to get you
bad.
They're trying
Basically,
to get...
okay, what's happening is Jezebel is pretending to be drunk to distract you, while Korax X is spiking your food with the strongest alcohol in the place.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
I just guys. So, I'm just double checking you're fine with this out of character.
For comedy's sake, I'll roll with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah,
Clara,
like-
I still need you to roll the D100.
Yeah.
Okay.
High charisma and intelligence, low wisdom, everybody.
All right. So, Ryu, you did not see them spike the drink. But you do know that Jezebel is being annoying and that Korax was talking with the barkeep about something.
Hey.
I mean, you are being annoying. You're going out of your way to do that.
And Cicada is also being distracted by Jezebel, so she didn't see anything.
I am very distracting. I take that as a compliment.
Sorry, Ryu.
So, what does Ryu do?
Oh, he sticks to what he said before. What he said, and Eden is adamant about holding off on the questions until Jezebel sobers up, and it goes back to eating.
Yes, eat the spiked food and drink.
Right. Well, Jezebel can only assume that whatever, because she's not even really sure what Cora exactly did. She's just doing what he asked. So she's going to
honestly-
be kind of satisfied, and then she's going to just be like, "Oh, fine,
Out of
and then
character,
going back to her
it's
seat to go finish.
I want
continue
to see
drinking
what
and finish
Ryu will
eating.
do when he's under the effects of this drink, because he's the dignified one.
Stop talking over everyone, guys.
Oh, sorry.
So, Ryu, I'm going to need you to roll the D100.
Or con save first.
I was gonna go with the con save.
This doesn't have a con save.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Okay, 21.
Fade to black.
I really have to wonder what the table she's using for this.
Huh. I think that's the same one that Korax did.
Oh no.
It might also just be a situational thing, because what happened with you, Corax, the first time you were in a situation.
Okay. So, as you all head to your bed and the night passes, Clara,
Mm-hmm.
you wake up about an hour out from the town in a barn. A slightly homely girl is asleep on the hay beside you. Someone is opening the front door.
She's like, the light. Please turn off the light.
You are kicked out and take, let's say, 4 damage from the beating as the man ushers you to leave the farm.
Okay.
And the girl is grounded.
Oh.
Wait, the fact that you still ground her implies that she was underage.
Not. I was going to clarify that, but you talked before I could. That she's not underage. She's just. How to put this?
Is like very late teenager, I think.
Yeah, she's like 18 or something, you know. Like
Yeah.
adults, but
Let's not get into the specifics of this.
Yeah.
You know what? Fine. It was just they were rushing them out, and you can hear them arguing about how dare like cheating and stuff. Like they're a couple.
Oh.
Okay?
Oof.
Okay.
They're a couple, and that's why you were getting ushered out and beat a bit. Now, Ryu, you wake up in bed in an unfamiliar part of the inn. There is a stranger next to you, and they're honestly quite unattractive. Like half their face looks to be melted off or something.
Oof.
And I swear none of these are, there's like decent ones in here. They're not all just about
Waking up in bed with people.
yeah, you were just rolling that. Like there is 100 things, you know.
Yeah. It's just never tell us the odds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically it's just situational things. So that's funny.
I just wanted to say that because that was 3 in a row.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
But
Ryu.
Yeah.
Go on.
but yeah, that's all.
Ryu was as soon as Ryu's gonna be clutching his head as he's waking up. As soon as he sees the face and realizes that he's been sleeping next to this person, he just quickly he gets off the bed and steps back. And he starts to feel sick, and he quickly heads out the room.
Okay. So you still had all your clothes on, by the way.
Good.
Anyway, you all wake up in the morning.
Cicada is feeling refreshed.
Yes, Cicada, you had a wonderful dream.
Was I in it? That was out of character, by the way.
Probably.
You were flying through the air and you felt like you were a snake.
Flying snake.
Yes.
Oh god, there's actually a thing that could mean.
Quetzalcoatl?
Something
not
like
quite.
that. But there are also flying snakes. Just regular snakes with wings.
About
they're
an
called
hour
water.
later, as you guys are finishing your breakfast, you see a beaten up Clara slowly walk their way in, after the couple pointed you in the direction and told you to sod off. They're busy arguing.
And
Okay. I made sure to gather all my stuff before leaving.
Gotcha.
found a new audience, did you?
Not exactly.
Sure does seem like you had quite a party.
Are you okay?
I'm determined. She's like gripping her head.
Determined not to get that drink again.
Probably not the best idea.
Not
Just
the
what
best
this looks
idea.
She just looks very amused. She goes, "You better go freshen up, dear."
She goes and attempts to freshen up.
So, the new day greets you. What do you guys do?
I'm waiting
Uh,
for Ryu to join us because I have some teasing to do.
Yeah, and Korak is gonna stay and watch, and then he's gonna go pick up his orders.
I mean, Cicada needs to go with Ryu as well to the temple as well to hopefully pick up that transcript of the summoning circle copy.
So, Ryu, would you like to explain your entrance?
Ryu is already at the table, able resting his head and against the all you see is his head laying at the table, with his hands on top, hands over his ears. It's like if you didn't know any better, you would think he was asleep.
Jezebel's gonna go over to the table, and she's not gonna slam her hands, but she is going to tap them and lean forward. She goes, "Good morning."
He lifts his head up to look at you, and he just is. You can tell from the look on his face, he is not in the mood.
Jezebel just grins and she goes, "Did you have a fun night?"
What the hell even happened last night?
To tell you the truth, she leans down and puts her chin in her hands, grinning to him cheekily. "I don't know, because it wasn't all my fault, actually, but it sure did make you have quite the party."
You had to tell me you saw what happened, and oh right, you were drunk last night.
Oh, not as drunk as you, dear. Trust me.
What are you talking about? I didn't order any alcohol.
No, but apparently she looks curious for a second. She goes, "Somebody might have spiked your food from the way you were acting after you finished eating."
May I make an insight check? On both. Firstly, on Jezebel.
Yeah, Jezebel, you're an open book. Unless, how's your deception?
I mean, and I'm not technically I'm hiding it, because technically I don't really know all that you really did. All I know is that you did something that made him act very loopy.
That's still going to be a deception because you would have seen him spiking the food.
Okay. And then I'm gonna look over to Korax.
Hey.
Yeah.
So, you know that Jezebel clearly saw something, but that it definitely wasn't her. There was only a few other people in the room.
At least when you started. At least when and you. At least before. At least in the parts you can remember.
I mean, Cicada's a Kenku. She remembers everything.
And Cicada's the one doing the insight.
Ryu also did an insight.
Huh?
Oh yeah, Ryu also did insight.
I missed that roll, sorry.
Yeah, they both got nat 20.
You didn't hear a thing I said, did you, Ryu?
All I can remember is the part about her being an open book.
You can tell from your insight that Jezebel did see something, but that she didn't do it. And there were only a few people in the room at the time that you last remember.
Then I also decided to do an insight on Korax.
Yes, but a 9 doesn't net you anything.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that doesn't even beat my passive.
The last thing I remember was getting back to my food after you got on me about those questions of yours.
Mm-hmm.
I took my eye. That was the only time I took my eye off my food, and you were still looking in that direction. You saw it. You saw someone come up behind me.
Well, I mostly was looking at you, dear. You're the one that caught my eye. But maybe I did see somebody get a little closer to you while you were distracted.
Who?
Jezebel just kind of grins, and then her tail sways behind her and points towards Korax.
Excuse me?
Oh, I didn't say anything. Her tail still points to him.
Ryu who stumps over to Korak's table and slams both of his hands down. And he goes, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
What do you mean wrong? What do you mean wrong? You look like you were having a fun time last night.
A little red bird told me that you spiked my food last night.
Bird.
Sweet street.
And you started taking her word seriously since when?
Well, I don't remember last night, and quite frankly, I don't want to even talk about how I woke up today. I'm usually have a routine going into the night, which I don't remember doing. So the only assumption I can make out is that I either passed out while I was eating, or I got drunk and I don't remember anything.
Jezebel will lean close to Cicada for a second. She goes, "Isn't he cute when he's mad?"
And so, DM, and what did Ryu do last night after he got drunk?
He started chatting up a guy with half a face because his face looked half melted, and the two were leaning on each other as they stumbled into the bed, and then they fell asleep.
Nothing really happened between them.
I'm not going to. I don't know. I'm not doing that sort of thing.
Nope.
That's a big flat no from me. And as for you, Cora, you and the country girl were dancing the night away, and she brought you to the barn, and you danced some more, and then you danced until you fell asleep.
Okay.
Does he relay all this to Kagura?
That's up to
To
Korax.
Ryu.
That's up to Korax. I'm just telling you what actually happened.
Okay. And like, I don't pretend to know what your your evening routine is, but you look you look to be having a genuine moment with that man. Call that a net positive. And I'm going to channel divinity right now to use my emissary of peace, just to seem a little, just to make my argument sound a little bit more convincing.
Okay.
Just a bit. There's a bit. There's just like a bit of a smolder there now.
So, what do you do, Ryu?
Ryu's just standing there, his hands on the table. Oh, his eye twitches, and he's just out of. He looks like he wants to say something. In fact, he looks like he wants to yell something in your face, but he doesn't.
Yeah. Finding out. So yeah, like, so yeah. now Korax knows your sexual orientation, and you better believe he's going to take advantage of it from time to time.
Oh God.
Honestly,
He-
I just went guy because it was the first gender I thought of. Like, there wasn't any, like, I don't know what his orientation is. That's up to for you, you know?
It's not good to assume.
He just said, I'm not. I can't. I legit can't come up with anything IRL.
No.
Is Ryu into dudes or is he not? All you just have to say is, I'm not into dudes.
Gonna make more of an awkward conversation, but
I
we
mean,
live for the awkwardness.
He's just going to. I guess I'm gonna say he's gonna just, storm off to the table, and put however much he owes for the room on the table, and says, as I'm checking out today.
alright. So, did you get a single double bed or a single bed in a dormitory?
It was a single bed in a dormitory.
Alright, so that was just 3 silver.
All right. Now I'm going to go. Oh, pick up something I left there, and then I'm gone.
Thank you, come again.
Not with him around.
Oh, and I thought I got on your nerves the most.
So
Kato looks.
he goes to his room. He goes to his room, and he comes back, and you see now he's holding a book. It has what appears to be a 10-tailed dragon on the cover.
Isabel narrows her eyes at that book for a second. A slight look of recognition coming across her face, and then she grins. She goes, "Oh, leaving already?"
I can deal with getting chased around the city. I can deal with you teasing me throughout an entire mission, but spiking my food and putting me in that position, and that's it. We're done.
"Oh, we just started in our relationship. Don't leave me," she says dramatically with her hands up in the air.
You get away from me. You could have stopped him.
I was only told to distract you.
You
She
did.
just gives her-
That doesn't mean you had to.
Jezebel kind of pouts a little bit, and then she'll sigh, and then she looks again. She goes, "I guess he did go a little overboard."
I'll go talk to him.
Good luck.
Meanwhile, Cora is trying to play a song while having a headache.
Yes. Yeah, that's not happening. It's too noisy even for you. You don't.
She's like playing some quiet music.
Okay, I'm going over to Ryu now. It's like, wait,
What do you want?
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for? You had nothing to do with it.
I should have been more observant.
Well, the whole point was to get past your observation, wasn't it? And
Hmm.
mine.
I still want to help.
I don't know. I don't know what you can do to help me. Quite frankly, how do you help someone after that?
Please calm down.
All right. Coming down only because it's you.
Isabel casually walks past them. She goes, "You can always get back at him, you know."
Don't tempt me.
She just shrugs and she gives a grin. She goes, "I'm all about the temptation, dear. Trust me. And if you ever want to try to help, just the same way I helped him, I can help you too. But if you want to, it'll come with the price." She says a grin, and then she'll wave as she walks away. She goes, "Think about it. I'm heading off to the shop real quick."
Oh, by all means, seek your revenge.
Look, what? Look, you said you needed to go to the temple too, to the temple, didn't you?
Yes.
Well, then let's just, and we might as well go together. I need to let everyone know I'm heading out.
Okay.
So, Laura, you just continue playing music?
She is going to play last song and then follow the others.
Okay. So, Corax, you get your necklace with ease. No issues there.
Yep.
And as you return to the alchemist, she pulls out a single vial of green potion, and says, no, clear potion, and she says, "This, one drop put on food, will kill a person within 5 minutes."
Ugh.
Okay, so very deadly poison. And I'm beginning to think Korax might not be lawful good after all.
Nah, especially after that stunt.
Yeah, I think I'll
He
change.
has a reason for it. He'll probably make Ryu angrier, but he has a reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna change your alignment to, we'll say,
Well,
neutral. You've not done much lawful and you've not done enough in either direction to really say you're lawful or neutral or evil, but I'd definitely say you're neutral.
That's fair.
Now, that potion, she gives you a look and then she says, "Now that potion, I have made an antidote to it, just in case." And she places down a second vial. As long as you give that to the person within 5 minutes, they will live.
Very well.
Now, you've got about 10 uses of each. Don't waste them.
Right, just write it down.
So, Cicada and Ryu, what are you doing? And Cora.
going to the temple to look at that transcript of the circle that I copied.
Alright. Alion greets you and he'll pause briefly and then say, They get you with the drink, did they?
He's talking to Ryu.
Don't start.
I'm not. I've had it happen to me.
Oh yeah? Where did you wake up?
I woke up tied to... Actually, let me roll for this.
Oh god.
Because it's only fair
Okay.
to actually see what he got. Let's see. Well, let's just say I woke up next to a paladin, and he thanked me for helping him break his vows. And we lost a paladin of the golden scale that day.
Oh.
Wait, Alex makes
Right.
people's vows of chastity?
No.
Oof.
Again, I told you I don't do that thing.
Yeah. It's
That's
left
a
up to
big,
interpretation.
that's a big flat no from me.
No.
Anyway, he gives you a wave and he says, well, we've confirmed that the circle was just a teleportation rune that transported them to here, and it seems that it was connected to another portal that was transporting the undead to this circle.
Were you able to trace where the other circle is?
He shakes his head. Though, if you go to the Adventuring Guild in Shati, you can inform them of this and they might be able to find more information. Or if that's not something you feel up to doing, there's always investigating the Earth cult at the Rookery. Or, there's a small band of goblins nearby that's been raiding caravans as usual. There's a few things you can take care of if you want to, basically. We're always short on adventurers in these parts.
Clara overhears the thing about the guild, and she says, "Daddy might be interested in that."
Ryu sighs, then clutches the book in his hand, and just sighs and says, I'll see what I can do. All I know for sure is, much as I hate to admit it, I'm going to need help.
Sadly, most of the people here are assigned here, and as I said, we're very short on people that can actually adventure and take care of this stuff. But that's the main issues that I've heard of. There might be more work in the areas. But yeah, you can either go to Shati and talk with the Adventuring Guild there. You can investigate the Earth Cult that's at the Rookery. Or, take care of those goblin bandits. Either way, good luck. And
Thank you for everything you've done, Elion.
hey, may the wind be forever under your wings.
And yours as well.
So, Shati is about the same distance away as the Rookery, and the bandits are traversing this road. Yeah, they've been camped at this intersection just here.
Yeah, okay. And before all that, I'm going to buy some more rations.
Yeah.
There was one thing I wanted Ryu to do before we head out.
No?
He basically gets Jezebel and Korag's Korag's eggs together in one place to confront them both.
Well, before you do that, Jezebel, you had something you wanted to buy?
Not really. I'm actually trying to exchange, I guess you could say. So I'm gonna head over to the shop and I'm gonna take all the silver that I got. It's actually quite a bit. I got 330 silver, so I'm going to set it down on the table and I'm going to ask him, "Can I trade this for some gold, please?"
Sure, I can exchange all of this to gold, but it will cost you a gold.
She shrugs. She goes, "That's fine."
Alright, she changes it all over to gold pieces for you, and then takes a little bit to the side.
How much was rations again?
That's how much they are. Are you one?
Here.
Rations
Right.
depends on the quality.
I've
Do you
got
have a handout for him?
It was like a copper for low quality, 1 silver for.
I have it up, I can tell you.
Okay, sorry.
Squalid is 3 copper pieces. Poor is 6 copper pieces. Modest is 3 silver pieces.
Okay.
Squalid is like hardtack. Poor would be crackers. Modest would be like dried jerky. And anything above that is when you get into the more good food. Like comfortable would probably be like, some meat and some dried bread and that sort of thing.
Okay. I'm gonna get the modest quality, which will cost me, 3 gold?
3 silver pieces each.
Yeah, so 10 of it would be like 3 gold.
Yes.
Or 30 silver pieces.
3 gold pieces.
Okay. Add that to my rations. Thank you very much.
I think I'm gonna do the same.
Okay. Anyone else?
Okay, real quick.
I'm good for rations.
Yeah, real quick, once I exchange my currency, I'm going to. She only said 1 gold, right?
Yes, to exchange the currency.
Okay, make sure she only got 1 gold, like she said.
Yes.
Real quick, I'm going to look at what I got, and then I'm going to put majority of it into a small little box, and then store it away for later. And then I'm going to wave and say thank you very much and head out.
All right. Anything anyone else wants to do before you meet up?
I think I'm good for now.
All right. So, after a bit of asking around, Ryu eventually does manage to call everyone to the main courtyard. That's, there's a bit of ash in the air from where they were burning the bones, but most of the fire's been cleared out by now.
What am I hearing in the background? Oh, that's just the music. I thought maybe someone's cell phone was ringing or something.
No, I just changed the music over. So,
Okay.
Also, don't forget to, increase your HP, Clara. Regardless,
Okay.
Ryu.
Okay, he finds Jezebel and Korag's eggs, and he stands in front of both of them with his arms crossed and tells them, "All right, here's the deal. As far as I'm concerned, you two owe me for last night. And
Before you say anything else, you should know that nothing actually happened. You talked with that man a bit, you staggered into bed and passed out together, that was it.
Regardless, I'm heading out of the city, and Alion has told me about some issues that have been going on around. They're like goblins, bandits, a cult, and I'm going to go look for I'm going to go find the other side of that teleportation circle we found in the mines.
Which direction?
And you two are coming with me.
Which direction of town?
Did Alion say where all the
That's why I showed you the map. Sharty is east of the town. The Rookery is northeast, and it's right where you were, and that's where the cult is. Sharty is where the Adventurers Guild is. And then over here to the southwest is where the goblins are.
I guess
All right.
we could go to Sharty first.
Well, if nothing else, we should at least let the guild know. Oh, that there's a teleportation circle out there for undead.
Oh, excellent. That was where I was headed anyway.
Ooh,
How
so forceful.
How convenient.
Jezebel grins like she wants to tease you a little bit, but she'll sigh and then she'll put a hand on her. She goes, "You really want me to tag along, even after all I did to you? Like, truly?"
He gets right in her face. He gets right in Jezebel's face and tells her, "Well, if you'd rather go off on your merry way, then go. Just know that I won't. Just know that unless you help me, I'm never saying a word to you again."
Jezebel looks almost surprised for a second, just blinking up, keeping eye contact, excuse me. And then she'll just go grin and she'll go, "Ah, you do like me. You're giving me a second chance. Aww."
Oh God.
By the way,
That
just
makes us friends. And she'll have her arms up in the air. She tries to hug
Corax,
him.
hold on a second, Corax. Jezebel?
Basically, she throws her arms up excitedly and she tries to hug you.
He's stunned, and he just stands there stunned, at the hug. And he goes, "You're a glutton for punishment. You know that?"
Obsessed tiefling.
All right, guys. Corax, you can go now.
Yeah, like Korax just mutters, and there it is.
Just grins as she basically pets the top of Ryu's head happily. She goes, "I finally caught you, my fox. I would gladly come with you."
Ooh, are we doing hugs? Clara joins.
No, Sakaya just says no. She knows when to give people space.
Not Jezebel. You guys should know this by now. I hugged you, Cicada, the very first time I met you. So no, she had no personal space is not a thing with her.
Though Clara gives him space sooner than Jezebel does.
Cicada, Clara, I assume you two are planning on coming with us.
Of course.
She nods.
Yay,
right.
friend outing.
Imagine traveling the wilds with no music. That would be so sad.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Not as much as the thought of Foxy here not talking to me anymore. Oh, perish the thought.
All right. Cicada had the right idea. We're going to Charty and talk to the guild. See if there've been any undead appearing in the area. Maybe with their help we'll find the other end of that teleportation circle. Preferably before someone opens up another one and starts sending undead through that.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you're our captain then, or our leader. So you lead the way.
Whatever makes you happy, Jezebel.
Oh, trust me, I am very much happy right now because I get to travel with you.
He just looks over to Korax. And says, "I'm starting to see how you got her to help you out last night."
Hey, you hear? You hear? Oh, and you hear a little whisper. You hear again a little minor illusion whisper in your ear. I could tell you why I did it, but I suspect it would only make you angrier.
Why did you do it? I didn't. As far as I know, I didn't do anything to you. And you and I got along pretty well. You and I got along pretty well in the mines. So what in Alex's name would possess you to do that?
I wanted to see it. Your last name was. Your last name is very. I actually met him when I was a child. I wanted to. He reacted.
Breathe.
He reacted quite badly. He reacted quite badly to slights as well. I wanted to see if that had carried down.
Let me get one thing clear. Here, I am not related to him. He appeared out of nowhere and saved the continent, and my family has been living under his shadow ever since.
And white hair, last name.
Look, I don't know. I don't know what the hell was going on. Why he looks like me? Why we have the same name? All I know is that I've been having to get compared to him my entire life. And I'm sick of it. So I am going to go out there and I'm going to go out there and surpass him in deeds and get his name in my shadow for a change.
You act a lot like him too. And Korax heads back to the inn to go pack his bags.
Oh.
Jezebel tilts her head curiously for a second, but is also smiling as she goes, I thought I was the one that's supposed to be asking the questions.
And Ryu, as Korax walks off, Ryu is just clenches the fist, and shakes it. It's saying, "Stop comparing me to him."
Jezebel slightly narrows her eyes at this, and then she'll go over and she'll lightly flick his ear, and she'll go, now, let's breathe. I'm the only one who can irritate you the most, you know. You shouldn't let his words get to you.
Okay. Cicada is going to bring Jezebel to the side for a moment.
Yes, dear?
And she actually mimics Ryu's voice and goes, "They're insufferable. They haven't been associating me with him. They haven't been casting me under his shadow. Just been wanting to talk to me for me. No one's ever done that before."
You're talking about Foxy there, aren't you?
She nods.
Well, to be honest, she just gives a grin. She goes, I don't even know his Nutton family that well. I only know by his appearance. So I really don't know who he's talking about. I mean, I might have an idea. She kind of gives a grin, recalling all she saw. And then she considers, she goes, but have I ever compared him to anybody since I met him?
Me neither.
Exactly. So I may annoy him a little bit, and I might find him being angry kind of cute. But I'm also trying to remind him that I'm only looking at him. So we need to do that together, right?
She nods.
Right. So she grins, and then
Practical.
she'll walk back over to Ryu, and she'll slap his back like, "Calm down, Foxy. Come on, let's get going."
Let's just meet Corax at the inn.
Try not to let his worst get to you, Foxy. The more he is part of this group now, so either you tolerate it, ignore it, or get used to it, because this is going to be a very long trip.
Here, for once, Jezebel, you're actually right.
Well, I'm always right, dear. You just don't see it yet until the last minute. And let's prove it wrong. She just gives a big old cheeky grin as she'll just slightly skip over to her room to go get her stuff.
As she skips away, Ryu, you notice that on her back is a small carved. It's roll perception for me.
This is going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The one
You
time.
It wasn't a high DC. It was just to see how much you could make out. While most of it is hidden by her hair and the shawl she wears, you do catch a glimpse of some sort of symbol that's carved into her main outfit that's hidden. You don't make out quite much of it, but you do see that there is something hidden underneath the cloak.
Mm-hmm. Just continues to skip without a care in the world down the hall.
Mm-hmm. Not related,
He noticed it as this and he mumbles, maybe it'll great. Now she's got me curious.
You can always ask
Dawn,
her.
that's the plan all along.
You can always ask her a question.
Clara, oblivious as always, walks up to Ryu, and apparently I don't know how to roleplay flirting, but she tries it. She tries to flirt with him, and with just some music and such.
You sure that's a good idea? He's had a rough day.
I mean, no offense, Cora, but technically you're more his friend since he's kind of relied on you a couple of times. So are you sure you want to flirt?
Fair enough.
Roll insight, Ryu. Alright, so you weren't quite sure because of how Clara did it, but you get the impression that she was trying to flirt with you by comparing you to a melody that she strums. Like, basically, Clara tried to say, you're like a beautiful melody. But because you compared it to her music, it wasn't as good because you had to take a moment to go, oh yeah, Clara can play decent music.
But does he get the gist of what Clara is trying to do?
Yes, you do. With a 24 in insight, yes.
He just sighs and looks at her and says, as Clara, in any other situation I would be flattered, but in all seriousness, after what I just went through, I'm not in the mood to have someone. I'm not in the mood to be taken a pass at.
Okay.
Breathe the atmosphere.
So, is there anything anyone wants to do before we wrap this session up?
Think I'm good.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing? No questions you want to ask?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Korax isn't done with this conversation, but now's not the time.
Okay. I was more referring to Ryu
Oh yeah,
because...
Jezebel's.
I was more referring to Ryu because I just figured I'd ask and double check because you might forget about it.
Well, if we're closing the session, session off now, I do have one thing. I do have one last thing.
Go for it. Because, yeah, we're wrapping up the session.
He distances himself from Cicada, Ada, and Clara. He looks around, makes sure he's the only one on there. He steps out. He mumbles, and he looks over in the direction Korax went and says, great. He met Kagura.
I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. I learned my lesson from last time. This time I'm actually using the fact that Korax is over 150 years old.
Oh my god. Yeah, because elves.
Yeah.
So, if that's everything, I will just ask one last time. Everyone done? Nothing else you wish to do before we wrap this
Yeah, I
session
think
up?
we're done.
Mm-hmm.
Then, I will see you all next time. I know it's a bit early, but we're going to be starting to travel and heading to a new town, so I figured now's a good place to end it.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Besides, we only got like 20 minutes left. Still, thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
So,